So welcome to ProfileTree TV, and today I'm very excited to be talking to Robert Craig. So Robert, thank you very much for coming in and having a chat with us today.
Cheers, Ciaran. Thanks very much. I'm looking forward to this.
Brilliant. No, not as much as I am. So tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do in your business.
Well, Ciaran, I'm Robert. I'm married to Claire, twin boys, 13, Charlie and Oliver. I live in North Belfast. I'm quite fortunate. I live beside Belfast Castle, which in these crazy times is beautiful to go up and walk about. I started down with Chauffeurs Ireland last year, the beginning of the year, after a couple of years of working for other people, and I just thought to myself, I'm going to do this myself. So got everything up in order, and yeah, and so far everything's been working out well. I'm really enjoying it too. Also, to try and stay ahead of the others, what I did do was go back to tech. And that's the first time in 30 years I've been back doing college work. And the tour guiding course was fantastic. There's a great group of varied ages, varied from early 20s right through to 70s. And we all had it was a great experience. And we all got really into it to the extent where it wasn't competitive, but it was encouraging everybody, which is very good. We all successfully came through the course. We all found out about Belfast to the extent where no one had any idea. And we met up in February time, March time, and we had a meal, our certificates was handed out, and we had a great day to finish it off. So the go back to college was a bit of a shock, but a good shock, a very good shock. And since I've operated or have Chauffeurs Ireland up and going, it's been very positive feedback. All the clients have really taken me on board. They like what I'm doing. They have encouraged me. They have actually taken majority of them take business cards off me and have handed them out, and I've got new business through those. So far so good, and bring on the future.
Incredible. And I have to say, it's very brave going back to college at any stage of life, but I know you're filling me with fear that I'm thinking of going back in and having to study again. So fair dues, that's very brave. What a move. The
college was excellent. We got to know, because tourism is a large aspect of the business. I would say it's probably about 60% of the business. It really puts you into the position of the tourist. It lets you know what they want. And what I have found out, confirmed, really, it's the experience that they're after. You can bring them to a location and just say, right, this, that, and the other, but you want to get them involved. You want them to get them talking to the locals. That's what I find very, very important. They get to learn more history through talking to the locals. They feel as if they're getting more benefits out of your tour by talking to the locals. It may only be in a coffee shop, it may be walking down the street just saying hello. I encourage them to say hello to people as they're walking by. Just say hello, and all of a sudden you'll end up in a conversation. It may not be your thing. It may not be what Londoners do. It may not be what New Yorkers do. But it's certainly what we do. And get involved, and you'll find out a lot more. So
incredible. No, it sounds brilliant. As you say, I'm blown away, because I can imagine, like, I know nothing about Belfast. I'm not originally from Belfast, but I only learn, as you say, when I actually am the tourist and go on a trip or have someone who knows about the city guide me. And there's so much about the city, oh my gosh, the history, the modern day, and going back hundreds of years, going through even the Belfast City Hall. I know, reading it's incredible, just learning about what Belfast has been like. So I can imagine the knowledge that's in your head now. So I'll be annoying you about that, and I'll lead my own private tour soon.
The City Hall's fantastic. From the Blitz, and standing there in Donegal Square East, you don't really see much. But then whenever you get told, you're told about the history of it. They blitzed the whole side of the Grand. That side, all the windows were taken out in the City Hall. They didn't think the Germans could touch them. But as soon as Germany got to France, that was it. They were in range. Took all the windows out just as well because they were bombed Easter 1941. The air raid shelters, the amount of people that died, the age of the buildings. There used to be 2 hotels there. The bank, it used to be the old church. And Massey Ferguson, do you know, who knows Massey Ferguson? That was his original workshop at Donegal Square East. And you cross the road and you go into Arthur Square, right? The lemonade people used to be there. You didn't know that there used to be a well, was it 496 feet deep to get their water from? I know it's only when you get telling the story, the tour guide brings it all alive. And I get interested. I'm not interested in this, but to tell people, and some people look at you and go, "Wow, are you serious?" And the whiskey houses around there as well. It is interesting, but that's the benefit of knowing and paying that wee bit extra for a tour, rather than walking about. No one knows what they're looking at, and for a couple of quid, it's beneficial. And getting carried away. I'm starting to get excited here. So
yeah, that's it. What we're missing being locked up. That's it. You know, we haven't been able to benefit from, but what to do. So in Diamond Chauffeurs Ireland, what services do you offer?
Well, at Diamond Chauffeurs Ireland, we do the executive travel, the corporate travel, the airport travel, transfers, the private tours of Ireland. Is the tourism one that's really good. I like that. And I've developed 5 tours, which are a wee bit different than the country estate gin and city tour. That involves going down to Mount Stewart, then taking the ferry across Frankfurt into the Short Cross Gin, where you'll get a private experience in there. That's nice. That is very, very good. You're made to feel top, but just a really interesting tour. They tell you how they make it, where they get the ingredients from. You do the taste, and then afterwards, what time we have left, we go back into Belfast, and I do a Belfast tour, possibly depending on what the clients are interested in. They generally like the political one around the Lower Falls and Shankill, just to get a wee bit of the recent history. But I also take them to the Maritime Mile down in Titanic. City Hall is exciting one, just standing there, and I try to bring it alive with the City Hall being built at the was it 1898? That was complete. But not only that, all the other buildings about, and the like of High Street as well, which High Street is originally the centre of Belfast. It's covered over, the river running underneath, and the history along there is fantastic. The buildings, and you just give them, the tourists, exactly what they want. The Polished Jewels tour is another one, and Cultural Guinness. That is Hillsborough Castle. And it's beautiful. The gardens, the royalty, everybody loves that. Into Belfast, a wee bit about Belfast, followed by, my favourite bar in Belfast is off High Street. It's McCracken's, Henry O'Reilly joined McCracken's, which is a jailhouse. So, and the statues, it just brings it alive. Plus, the bar personnel, they all talk away to the tourists, so they make them feel welcome. They talk about it. And the typical one, very, very popular one, would be the Giants Highway along the coast road. We start from Ballygally, drive up the beautiful causeway, all the scenery around there, the Bushmills Distillery. I like to finish off in the Harbour Bar with the very, very popular barmen in there. Again, they talk to them, they give them the history, and make them feel involved in the tour. So Diamond Chauffeurs, they do the professional job. They get you from A to B, but we want you to have an experience with us as well. We can go into professional mode where we just take you and drive you, certainly, no questions asked. You work away in the back. But if you want, we can also tell you a wee bit about the history tour. If you're going to the airport and an airport transfer and you're sitting early, just tell us. First of all, we will ask, and we will give you a wee bit of a tour about Belfast, just as an extra bonus. And those people and clients will always remember they got a wee bit of an extra service. And not only that, I relay that back to their clients, and they're going, fantastic. Because it's a wee bit of it's a different trip. It's a different business trip where they've also mixed it with a wee bit of pleasure. So I try to get everyone a benefit. And by giving everyone a benefit, they appreciate that. And it also lets people know that there's more to Belfast as well, and business in Belfast.
Incredible. You're making me want to go out right now. So that's
I have to. In my line of business, I have to try and be ahead of the competitor, and I also want to give them that personal touch as well. The like of one of my regular clients, the last time I had him in the vehicle, he jumped at the front. He just says, "Robert, I'm jumping in the front." And I says, "Right, okay." And we chatted the whole way from the airport, Belfast International, to his house in Green Island. And it was just like friends. And that is a great bond, because he will regularly take business cards off me and pass them out to his friends. And they know what they're getting, a top service, I hope.
Incredible. No time. So it's a mix of corporate then as well. So there's benefits obviously to using a service like yourself for corporate.
Yeah. Oh, the corporate events. We would regularly do the like of that. The horse racing is very popular. I can say that. I will phone other guys and get them involved and help me out, other contractors. It's generally done royal. Generally, the odd couple of times we've been to Dublin, which is excellent. And it's a party atmosphere the whole time. Everyone's buzzing. And you get the vibe off them as well. You do a professional job. You get them to A to B. You sort them out. At the end, you don't know if they're going to come out earlier. They're going to stay late. So I always give everyone a business card. If there's any issues, anything happens, let me know. I won't be parked at the gate, but I will be with you within a couple of minutes. Just let me know. Phone me when you're coming out. Guys, you stay as long as you want. That's my philosophy. You enjoy yourself. I'm here to look after you. And then afterwards, we will bring them back to their hotels, or bring them back to the location they want to go to in Belfast. Or if needs be, we'll just deliver them, just bring them all home themselves individually. So it's about giving the client the top service they deserve. Because I want them back. I want those clients to talk about me, and I want the good word of Diamond Chauffeur spread. And I want the business. Ultimately, I want the business to sustain.
No, makes perfect sense. And you think then that guided tours are a great way for visitors to experience Ireland?
The best way to experience Ireland, because they're getting their benefits. We do our research, so we know all about the research. The first port of call on the highway tour will be Ballygally, and you've got your hotel there. But before we drop down into Ballygally, we will come off and go country. We will go country. And by doing that, when I say go country, we go green fields. And New Yorkers love green fields. It's like, wow. So you're mixing the green fields. And also up there, we've got the Game of Thrones locations. So you're passing by, you're pointing different things out to them. And then all of a sudden, it's like, wow, there's the ocean. Well, it's not really the ocean, it's only the Irish Sea, but we'll get to the ocean later, So you have that wee bit of rapport with them, you have that wee bit of laugh. You tell them about Steenson's, the jewelers. If they were just in a coach, they're just driving past. They're not getting the vibe, the wee personal touch, the information. If they want to stop in, say, the castle in Ballygally, go in, have a coffee, see the Game of Thrones stores, we just give them the options that are there. And you get that wee bit extra, the history of it. You get told where to go. Don't look out for this. Certain aspects. A really good one that I like is in the Causeway. I will give the guys, they're majority of them are New Yorkers. I will give them a couple of pound coins, and they're looking at you going, "What are they? What's that for?" And I'll tell them, the wee personal bit is get the bus. Either walk down to the Causeway and get the bus up, but make sure you get the bus. It's great for me. My benefit is it gets them back quicker to me, so then we can do more things. But you have to, and that's the benefit of the private tour. we can tell them exactly we're going back to what I was saying earlier, tell them what to look out for and tell them the benefits of the tour. And we can also do more attractions, which is what they're here for. And basically just provide a better tour for them.
No, it's incredible. And obviously adding luxury service to the transfers, adding a little bit of luxury finesse is something that you probably specialize in as well.
That luxury transfer, I love it. I customized one of the vans there, and I put a nice dark tan leather into it. And we use captain's chairs. So you're sitting in the lap of luxury. You're sitting and you've got space. Also, what I insist on in the vehicles that I buy is the extra long wheelbase. Like, you can put your seats, these seats are recliners. So if you're feeling a wee bit tired or whatever, driving back, you can put your seat back, you can put your legs out, relax. It's all about comfort. It's all about the perfect tour and enjoying yourself. The luxury, small benefits. We carry fridges, the small fridges in the vehicles. So you've got your chilled waters. You've got, what I like to provide also is the Northern Ireland potato, cheese and onion. And they love that. We provide the wipes, the packets of wipes, the packets of tissues, just always small benefits. But I've got to say, they do love the potato, cheese and onion. So I always carry a lot of those in the boot. So it's a case of, right, okay, I've got how much left? Just take it. Sometimes I've actually given some people the box. 4 or 5 people in the vehicle, I say, look, take the box, and that's it. And well, they enjoy the hospitality, and they also appreciate, oh, just take it, you know. And that's the Northern Ireland people, or the Irish people. They will always go that extra mile for you, and it's great for me too. It's only small things, but it creates a great impression. No, luxury vehicles, they have to be top notch. Like, they're all kitted out. As I say, I customized one. The other one's black. It's all black, and again, there's the captain's chairs in it, because you pay for a good service, and so you deserve the best. And I want to be better than everybody else as well. So I have to step up.
And I know you're very competitive, so I think I'll have to fight you for those potato, cheese and onion. I've been known to enjoy a bag or two or a box, I'm sure, in my time as well. But yeah, what to do? Who can't keep their hand out of those bags? And the golf, obviously, golf is big in Ireland. Did you find that people are using your service a lot and going golfing, or was there a big buzz when the golf was on here a couple of months ago?
The golf was huge, absolutely a lot bigger than what anyone ever thought it was going to be. That, you know, that has to be stressed. No one realised just how big the golf was going to be. Belfast, although the Open was in Portrush, all the Belfast hotels were completely full. So the transfers had to go. But Northern Ireland Tourist Board were fantastic, very, very good. Everything was taken care of, from the trains to the buses, and especially our guys. We were very, very busy, and that was an experience. And it's something that benefited me hugely, because these guys were from South Korea. I didn't know that all the seats had to face forward. Again, bringing in different cultures. So you've got to be wary. And it made me worry about anyone that I take a booking for, especially a foreign booking, just to make sure their culture aspect is there as well. But the golf was, we were supposed to this year reap the benefit of the golf from last year. And because of the coronavirus, it's had a huge impact, especially with the shutdown. But that will be there. That business will certainly happen, because Portrush, and especially what we have here is Irish links golf courses. I know Scotland and England have links golf courses, but they're against ours. We're the best. We have the best golf courses, links golf courses in the world, without a doubt. I have recently been looking myself about going around Ireland, just trying to put some sort of wee tour together. And I'll be totally honest, in a week you could You couldn't pick, out of the 10 best courses in Ireland, you could not pick 7. That's how good they are. The scenery, the condition of the courses, the history of the courses, who's played on the courses, who owns the courses. Even Donald Trump owns one of the courses, and it's fantastic. His course is unbelievable. But we in the north, we have our typical links, which is Royal Portrush or Royal County Town. But beside Royal Portrush, we also have Portstewart, which will have the Irish Open. And we have Castle Rock, which is developed and changed recently because they want to hold the Irish Open. So that's the quality that we have. You know, if you just stay on the north coast, there's 3 fantastic courses. Plus Portrush also have another course beside it, which is just as good, if you know. But it's a lot cheaper. You will not be disappointed with the smaller course. It's fantastic. But the golf business it's huge, and everybody feeds off it, which is great for Northern Ireland. We had I'll tell you a wee bit of a story. Last year, about a week after the Open, I got a phone call from a guy who I do a bit of work for, and he said to me, he says, "Robert, will you go to the city airport?" I said, "Right, okay, I'll certainly." He says, "These guys are coming in." He says, "They're high rollers." He says, "I need you to pick them up, bring them to the Hotel Belfast, and then take them out to Royal Belfast to play golf." I said, "Right, okay, that's fine." Go pick them up and driving out to Royal Belfast. He says to me, "Robert, you play golf?" I said, "Yeah, I play a bit of golf." He says, "What's this course like?" And I said, "Well, you're just on a transatlantic flight there, private jet, company jet. They commandeered, these guys commandeered the company jet for a week." Right. So I was telling them, "Yeah, you'll enjoy Royal Belfast. It's nice, it's open, it's fantastic, it's gorgeous, blah, blah, blah." So that was fine. They played their golf, come walking in. "Robert, that was great. You knew about that course?" I said, "It's open." "Yeah, it was very good." "Right, where are we going for dinner?" I was like, "Do you want me to book dinner for you?" I was like, "Certainly. I'll just take you to where I'd go." I took them to my favourite Belfast, Dean's Meat Locker. They loved it. I waited around for them, brought them back to their hotel in it. But they were telling me they were coming to Ireland for a week's golf because they watched the Open. They thought, I want to go there. And they just pulled it all together and got it. Obviously, they cost them a fortune. But that's the benefit of Irish golf courses. They're absolutely beautiful. Absolutely, you know, I like them a lot better than Scotland, home of golf. And we're better in England. You know, Irish links golf courses are the best, and I'm not biased.
No, definitely not. But it's interesting that you're thinking of pivoting and offering a tour of golf courses around Ireland. Obviously, the way things are at the moment. So again, just knowing you and how competitive and business oriented you are. You're planning new tours already to keep the business going when things open up, which is, I have to say, incredible. So a tour of the best golf courses in Ireland sounds really exciting.
Yeah, there's I want to I want to play these golf courses myself also. So
Listen, we're all tourists in our own island, and will be for a while, which is probably not a bad thing. We all need to see and spend more time on the island and going around and seeing our local sites and enjoying the scenery and enjoying the experiences, which is great. So I'm looking forward to seeing you promoting that online and on your website as well. And you find that businesses that the corporate transport services like yours improve the relationship between a business and maybe their clients when they're coming in?
Without a doubt. The business appreciate being looked after. The clients flying in, all they look for when they come through is the iPad with their name on it, and once that's their job done. After that, it's mine. After that, our time chauffeurs, whoever's looking after them, we will represent the company that's picking them up, looking after them. We will make sure everything is done for them. anything they want done, we will do it. Basically, we're like a concierge for them as well. Well, that's what way I look at it. And their personal secretary, concierge, their personal secretary, all rolled in. Anything they want, I will look out for them. I tell them that I walk into the vehicles. I will tell them anything you need, just ask. If I can sort you out, I will certainly sort you out. It saves time also. It's very professional and it's stress-free, and it allows those clients for that wee last-minute check on their work, or it could be a phone call, just to take the stress out of it, and then they can focus on what they're supposed to be doing. And that's what I like, just to make sure they know they're being looked after. And feel free, certainly always feel free to ask if there's anything we can do, we'll do it for you. Anything at all. That's and it's to make them feel peace of mind as well, that they know they're being looked after and being cared for. And there's one client in particular, I can't mention his name, but he just phones me up. He says, Robert, look after these guys. Just sends me their name, and that's it. It's done. It's dealt with. So the host knows. Instead of him going and pick them, he used to go and pick them up himself. And it ended up that a job came in. Well, it was actually his family. His in-laws flew into Dublin, and he says to me, Robert, can you look after it? It was early morning, and by looking after those his in-laws, I then became his number one phone call for looking after his business clients. So, and his top business clients, he then sits back in his office knowing now that they're looked after, because he knows me and he knows my reputation, and he knows that I want to make sure everything runs smooth and perfect. So it'll be a case of Robert really look after them, certainly, and that's it.
Incredible. No, it sounds great. And again, just as another example of how offering good service all the time,
yeah,
generate rewards that we don't even know about or don't expect. So it's incredible. What do you think? So obviously, strange days. What do you think about the future of the tourism industry, and even the future of yourself and your business? What's the plans?
The future for the tourism, that's a very difficult question to answer because of the coronavirus. What I'm doing is planning different tours. At the minute, because we're basically shut down, nothing's moving. We mentioned the golf tour. That's what I'm looking at the minute. Looking different ideas. I'm contacting all the different businesses that I haven't worked with before, just letting them know that I'm there. And I also tell them I've got a good reputation, because a few of them will phone you up and ask you and get a feel for you as well. That wee personal touch and what you do, pretty much like what we're doing here. They get that bond, they get that confidence, and it's a confidence to know that I can phone that company, Chauffeurs Ireland, and they will look after me. The tourism at the minute, it's up in the air. It's totally up in the air until the vaccine gets developed, which hopefully soon. I think everything is going to be seriously on hold. That end of the business is going to be on hold. Future for Chauffeurs Ireland, I don't want to build an empire or anything like that. I want to build a successful company. If I get up to 10 vehicles, I will be happy. That'll be very good for Northern Ireland, especially for Northern Ireland. Very, very good. Where do we go? I like doing things right. I like to be in control. Sometimes too much in control, and I think everyone who operates a business can say that themselves. You've got to step back sometimes, but once you set it up right, you can then rely on others to help you. I see us growing through our business contacts, and again, I've mentioned earlier on the business cards being handed out because of the service. I certainly see that happening, and I have got in contact with the like of Ciaran from ProfileTree, to direct me with what way the website should go. And I am very pleased what way things have developed, the guidance I've been given, and where we're going. Well, within a short period of time, we have seen great results. 30% has been mentioned. So I'm quite happy with that in a very short period of time. And that is only a couple of months. So it just shows you where my business perspective is, because I want to be right. And I strive to do things right, proper, because if you do things proper, people respect that as well. Roll on the future, because I see only positive things, especially working with the people I've got involved with. I like a good team, and I think teams are very, very important. And who you do business with, especially especially what I'm doing now, like involving ProfileTree. I was recommended to ProfileTree. ProfileTree came with great reviews, and they have not let me down. I also pick and choose contractors that I work with. There is about 10 that I've got the books for, or numbers for, but I specifically like choosing certain people because I can rely on those. So it's all about picking the right people and the right product and running with it and having the confidence to run with that.
Excellent. Robert, thank you very much for the feedback and the praise there. A wee bit blushing now with that. No, thank you very much. And again, I knew coming on today that we'd have a call filled with, forward future thinking, optimism, and planning for the future, which I would never expect anything less than knowing you now over the last couple of months, because you're very competitive and always want to do the best, and it's great to see. And I think when we have people like you in our tourism industry, I think, wow, we're going to bounce back, and I can't wait to see the future. So roll on. So yeah, no, brilliant. And again, thank you very much for taking time out and giving us a little bit of a glimpse into the tourism industry here in Northern Ireland. No, it was really, really good. Thank you for that. And if anyone's watching this and wants to check out your site, because we know you're putting a lot of content on your site now, or to connect and ask for any help or guidance, what's the best place for them to go to?
Best way is the site. The site is www.diamondchauffersireland.com, and we will certainly, just even if it's to say hello, just drop a wee contact in, say hello, make contact, and if we can certainly work together, then certainly that's what the plans are. The more people work together, especially with good companies and good people, and you will strive to go for, and everyone will look out for each other as well. That's what I find. Everyone will help each other. If you're someone that people are confident dealing with, you'll go far. That's what I find.
I totally agree with that again, Robert. No, again, thank you very much for your time today. Really appreciate it. It was great to have our chat, and thank you very much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why not share the story, what Robert's doing and his outlook on your social media, and do click on the link below and visit his website and check out some of the content he has on the site, and stories from his tours around Northern Ireland. And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you again.
Smashing. Thanks very much, everybody. Thank you, Ciaran.